Okay, I'm on YouTube and I'm watching the loop.
Stomping out the glitches here. Hello and welcome to live stream number 2, ccMixter's big announcement. Pretty exciting day for a lot of us for a lot of different reasons. Yeah, we've been working on a lot of stuff, some of it for months and some of it for years, and we're excited to show you a bunch of the things. And looks like we've got good 11 people in the chat. Welcome, chat. If you have questions over the course of this, just put your questions in chat. We'll get to them as soon as we can. And also, if you hear any audio issues or anything like that, let us know in the chat. I think the last stream we did, I was super quiet the whole time, and nobody told me. So let's move on into our first topic, for which we're going to talk to the one and only Emily Richards, Madam Snowflake, and she's going to tell us what the big announcement is.
Hey everybody. Yay. This is my studio, and this is where all the magic happens. I'm sure you each have your own magic space. I'm very, very excited to share with everyone that ccMixter is now grown up. We have signed a new trademark agreement with Creative Commons, and that gives ccMixter our independence, our creative autonomy, and it shows a demonstration of great trust and cooperation between our two organizations, Artistic Media and Creative Commons. And so to celebrate that, and as part of the new trademark agreement, we needed to remove the Creative Commons trademark from our logo. And so we have a new logo. And those of you who have looked on the site yesterday might have seen it. It's everywhere. Kara replaced it in about 150 places. Matt replaced it in about 50. And so I'm going to screen share with you a little bit, just so you can see, if you haven't had a chance to see it yet, the new logo. Isn't it beautiful? Can you all see that? So this is the logo. There are a whole bunch of iterations. We have a post in the forums about it. Here is the spinning animated GIF. And there's a folder that we have with a whole bunch of different SVGs and pings, etc., that we'll be sharing with everyone soon. So that's it. This is the new look. 2 C's. Now, instead of standing for Creative Commons ccMixter, although we're still using Creative Commons licenses, our CC stands for Collaborative Community. And that's what we are. We're really a collaborative community. And that really describes the essence of what it is to make music together as a ccMixter group all around the world. I want to thank Creative Commons, the CEO, Catherine Styler, Kat Walsh, and everyone over there that made this process really smooth, super friendly. We're working on doing a remix event with them in the future. So everything with Creative Commons is great. We're on wonderful terms. We've just been given creative autonomy. So just to be clear on that. I think it's also really important for me to thank the admins. And I want to thank Gerdenar because he's worked on this side, the technical side of this, for probably 7 years. And
Wow.
getting ccMixter to its independence. Yeah, it's been quite a journey. Of course, Kara Square for doing like a million things all the time, handling everything behind the scenes that you don't see. mwic, who has basically taken the lead of the tech side of ccMixter with a storm and fixed a million things, including HTTPS.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yay. And so many other things in the works. Love Shadow for his advice, Admiral Bob for technical assistance for years, Sack Joe 22 for doing all of our royalty calculations and for being at our admin meetings every week and for creative direction, Spinningmerkaba for doing our blog, our forum posts, also every week working behind the scenes for everyone. Gosh, I hope I'm not forgetting someone. If I have, it's just because I'm nervous.
Did you forget Airtone?
Well, that's where I'm going now. So the most important person we're thanking today is Airtone. And Airtone has been working on this new logo since last spring. It started with ideas for new design for our site. And I just want to share with you some of Airtone's vector graphics, his design work, because his visual art is as elegant and clean and beautiful and emotive as his music art, his musical art. So if you get a chance, maybe we can put this link in chat. Just go check out, show Airtone some love and see the depth of his graphic library in addition to his musical one. As you can see, it's pretty impressive. And so we're especially grateful to Airtone for creating this just incredible new logo for us that is so beautiful. Just a couple of things about Airtone. Airtone joined ccMixter 17 years ago. That's pretty crazy. We've been around that long. He joined in 2006 in April, so almost exactly 17 years ago. He has uploaded more than 120 samples and remixes, and he's been remixed 193 times. Actually, we're going to make that 194 times. Because in his honor, I have done a remix of Airtone. It's called Her Escape. And I just published it right there on the screen share. It also features Javolenus, mwic, Admiral Bob, and Robbero. Airtone on the strings and the pad and the synth, Javolenus on acoustic guitar, mwic guitar solo, Admiral Bob drum kit, Robbero loop, and I did some vocals, piano, harmonium. And this song really embodies what ccMixter means to me. Gosh, I always burns in. Just the creative process is really the thing that gives me grounding and hope and peace in this world. So thank you all so much. I know some of you feel the same way I do, that music is really that safe place for us in the world. Music is the thing that saves us. So here's the song.
Wow, I would love to hear it.
Well, DJ, why don't you spin it up for us?
I got it.
Cool. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Airtone.
Well, that was lovely. That was great. Chat loved it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Thank you, Airtone. Thank you, mwic. Thanks, everybody, for making music and for being part of, as some people say, the most positive place on the web. The music industry is full of criticism and harshness, and those of us who came up through this music industry in LA were told all the things that were wrong with us, and how ordinary our music was, or we didn't look right, or these just that's not what music is. Music is this art that's inside the soul, and that's what we try to create, that kind of cultivated space at ccMixter. Do we have any questions? I can't,
Yeah,
I'm
chat.
having a hard time managing all these things at once.
Yeah, I am too. I probably have
It's a
to.
lot. We'll keep perfecting this. This is only our second one, and it's quite the
Oh, no,
process.
yeah, I need to go again and listen to the song and read through the lyrics because they're obviously super personal, and I don't know, like want to absorb them when I'm not distracted by buttons and switches and things. But yeah, I love the tune. Chat has not yet asked any difficult questions. Chat, if you have questions about the trademark agreement or the licensing stuff that we were talking about, just put them in chat. We will get to them. I see a good number of people. Several people I recognize there. Zep is here. Ant Servila. We remember Ant from the last stream. That's the new artist that Shah brought in. Hey, I wonder where Shah is. Ant, tell us if you know where Shah is. But yeah, this questions as they come up, we'll address them. But for the time being, we're going to switch over to another ccMixter celebrity, Ms. Kara Square. Are you ready to talk to us a bit? She's got big news too.
All right, I will talk to us. Hello, hello, hello. Well, okay, so with the new logo, we had to take the opportunity to offer new merch on Patreon. So if you want to check it out, go to patreon.com/ccMixter to take a look. All new and current members at any tier of $10 or up will be receiving new merch after 3 months of patronage. So yeah, each tier has different merch. I'm going to screen share to show you.
Please do.
What it looks like. Boop. Okay, here we go. If you take a look, the first one is just, hey, thank you so much at the $1 every month. That's awesome. $5 a month, you get those insider updates. And then $10 a month, we get a sticker sheet. And it's super cool. I'm going to show you a bigger version of this as well. And then it increases, as do the cool offerings. So we've got a mug, a tote, a t-shirt, a hoodie, and all the merch. And here is what it looks like, all big, so you can check it out. So yeah, you'll definitely want to go to Patreon, check it out, upgrade or join. And you know, this really does support ccMixter as we continue to roll out tons of exciting updates for the community. So go to patreon.com/ccMixter to become a member today. And I will stop screen sharing. Let's see here. Uh-oh, there we go. Stop share. There it is. Okay. And okay, so I got to pick one of my favorite Airtone tracks. It is called Departures. It is featuring Speck and Rigman. It's from 2015, and it's one that I happened to edpick back then. Speck happens to be one of 3 artists most remixed by Airtone. Airtone has remixed Speck, Michael Anthony, and Javolenus 9 times each. So yeah, mwic, if you wouldn't mind playing Departures, that would be awesome. Thank you.
Sorry, I forgot to bookmark this before starting here, but I believe this is the one you wanted. Looks like there's some blank space at the end of this. Cool choice. Very chill, Kara. Excellent choice.
This is a work in progress. Thanks to everyone for your patience.
Have you got time for a couple of questions? We've actually got some questions about the
Yes.
license agreement, the trademark stuff in chat.
Yes, please.
Dave Iyer has asked, how about a brief discussion on collaborative community versus Creative Commons? Is this a legal definition, or what's the intent behind changing what CC stands for there?
So we were required to do that legally in order to remove the CC trademark from our logo, which was what Creative Commons required. We had to change and remove that from our tagline, so it's not up for debate.
All right. Someone's asking about the. Looks like you're chatting with someone about this, the 4.0.
Yeah, so that's epoxode. So yeah, so part of the negotiation with Creative Commons organization was that we needed to update our licenses to 4.0, and so we've done that, and we are not going to go back and change history. Same thing with the logo. We're not going to go back and change the logo on our releases or old remix events, but moving forward, so on the site, all of our social media, our Bandcamp page, etc., the new logo is there. We don't need to rewrite history. History is what it is. So the licenses that we used before were 3.0, that's history. Moving forward will be, in the submit forms, will now be 4.0.
All right.
Any other questions?
I don't see any. Dave has already thanked you for your
Thank you,
answer. How
Dave.
about that?
Yeah, we wanted to, Creative Commons, their trademarks are really important to them, and we respect that. And in order for us to operate independently, we needed to remove their trademarks so they don't have responsibility. So anything that has their trademark involved, it creates a responsibility for Creative Commons. And so for us to be creatively autonomous, we needed to separate that. It's very friendly, everything's super positive, but we needed to make it very clear that ccMixter is not an organization within the umbrella of Creative Commons. We're our own organization. So that's why we wanted to just make it super clear, remove their trademark from ours and remove their name from ours. So hopefully that helps. Yes, and 4.0 International definitely has better reach and clarified some of the just some things that we're missing in 3.0. I think we're Susan, are you ready to unmute here in the Zoom, and we'll project that onto
Yeah, I think I'm unmuted.
Yay,
unmuted.
Susan!
Welcome, Sack Joe.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, really, for making this happen. We are a collaborative community. That part of the evolution of our space is really beautiful to see. To be able to name what we are is a really beautiful moment in our history. I mean, I've been here lurking around since 2009, and am so grateful for the space that ccMixter creates, holds, and occupies. It's a beautiful playground, and it is a community. I've made some wonderful friends and have had remarkable collaborative experiences. Our remix events are stellar, and I'm so excited how our community will now be able to expand even further as we embark as ccMixter going forward.
Thank you for that.
And I'm sorry I didn't hear you because I had my YouTube on mute because I have my Zoom on.
Oh, yeah. That's fine.
We'll keep working on this, right? We're learning. It's super complicated. I'm just so y'all know, at home, I'm hosting the Zoom, and Kara Square, Spinningmerkaba, mwic, Sack Joe, and I are all in the Zoom, and then Matt and his son Sasha are like operation control, and through OBS sending this to the live stream on our YouTube channel. So there are a whole bunch of components and moving parts, and we'll continue. We're going to start doing these more regularly, and you'll join our process, and I'm sure it will keep evolving, just like everything does at ccMixter. Susan, I love hearing your voice, and I think you have a track, right, that you're going to share?
Yeah, Susan sent us a request, an Airtone track called Something. We're going to go ahead and start it off now. We'll try and get our levels nice and high this time.
Now I know it's hard to believe, babe, how this could all be pretend. Oh, you think the love is won, but then it comes undone, and all you have are memories of pain. So you see you won't fall again, baby. With love you won't be concerned. No, no, no. You say it hurts too much. There's no one left to trust. Your broken heart has nothing left to learn. Life is gonna test you, baby. Yes, it does. People are gonna stress you, baby. Yes, they do. And I can only hope that you understand. Girl, you're something special. Yes, you are. No, no, no. No, no, no. It's the reason that I care. The reason why I care. I got special. Whoa. Now you can't keep running away, baby, 'cause there ain't nowhere you could ever truly hide. Would you rather live pretend, believing you can win, and so you end up crying every single night? try, 'cause all we have is what we are inside. Life is gonna test you, baby. Hey, people are gonna stress you, baby. I can only hope and pray you understand. Yes, you are. Girl, you're something special. It's not a question. No, no, not just some suggestion. No, it's the reason that I care so much. Something special. Find the strength to go on. I find another way. I ain't gonna waste my time, no. I can only hope and pray. Girl, you're something special.
Very nice choice, Susan. I had not heard that one before. It's kind of unusual feel for Martin. It's got a little more sort of soul feel to it than a lot of work I know by him. All right, live chat. Doesn't seem like you've come up with any interesting questions. How about Airtone and Songboy? I don't know what that means. Oh, that's you, Emily. Or did they mute me? Yeah.
I have so many things going here. I can't keep track of it all. Thanks, everybody. I think next up, do we have any more questions in chat?
I haven't seen anything that I felt like we needed to address. If I missed it, chat, restate your question, but I think we're good to continue.
Yeah, so hey, Darren asked, Apoxo, with the new changes unrolling, will there be changes to the display of the website, like tabs, buttons, links, etc.?
Ah,
So yeah, so the next thing that our amazing Airtone has been working on is the complete redesign of the site. It is, don't anyone get worried, because whenever you hear redesign, it's like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? What's incredible about having someone who has used the site for 17 years working on the redesign is that everything that he's been working on, I don't know, can I reveal any of that? I think we're gonna wait. No reveals right now.
not yet.
Yeah, no, not yet. We don't want to say he's not ready, right? But everything is in the same spot. Everything looks basically the same, just a little bit refreshed, a little bit more this decade. So that yes, that is coming. Yes, Chef, welcome to my magic studio. Here it is. I record in the closet.
What's the motto above the door?
So that's from the Matrix, Temet Nosce, which means know thyself in Latin. I stole it from the Oracle has it in here.
Right.
Yes, I have a complete. Yes, that's a harmonium. The harmonium, I actually played it in the track the Airtone remix that I just did. I got it from a friend of mine who got it at a yard sale. It was actually made in Afghanistan. So I think who is next up?
I think we were going to hear from Spinningmerkaba.
Spinningmerkaba.
Well, just a quick thing I'd love to say.
Oh,
Oh
we're
yes,
going to hear from
please.
Kara first. That's right.
To interject.
Please
Thank
do.
you. Thank you to Madam Snowflake and mwic for upgrading your memberships on Patreon. That was awesome. You did that without I didn't realize you were doing that. And thank you also to our longtime patrons like Mr. Yesterday, Gerdenark, at NOP, Siobhan Dekai, Martin C, VO1K1 Quarkstar, Tyga Beats, and David Garcia. Everyone I just listed has supported ccMixter on Patreon since we launched the page in 2017. And we are just so grateful for each and every person who is a patron. And, also we are so grateful to everyone who is part of the ccMixter community. I love you all. So that's all I got to say.
Oh. Yeah, as soon as I saw that shirt, I had to upgrade my membership. That was the easiest decision of my life.
That's awesome. Right on.
I want to, Kara, can we just all take a moment for Kara Square?
Oh, come on now.
So Kara has worked really hard on this new merch. So Martin created the logo, but Kara put it all into this merch, and she's done several iterations and lots of work on the Patreon levels. And yeah, thank you, Kara. And I was so excited. So I'm getting the stickers, the mug, the tote, the hoodie, and the t-shirt. I have the old one, so got my old shirt. Now this is legacy shirt. And I can't wait for the new one. Hopefully it will arrive. What is it? I think, Kara, we get it in, we have to be patrons for 3 months.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, anyone who joins, it'll be 3 months after they've been a member, and anyone who's currently a member, it'll still be 3 months since I launched it yesterday. So yeah, so you have that to look forward to. Please update your shipping address to make sure that's up to date so you get the merch. Ta-da!
Kara, someone loves the YouTube shorts.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's Martin.
Cool.
That's Martin B. You know who that is, right?
Hey.
That's
Yes, I
Airtone
do.
himself coming in on chat. Martin told us he would probably prefer not to embarrass himself on the air and radio, even though he's an extremely well-spoken, wonderful human being, super nice guy, fun to talk to. But
yeah,
we're all about keeping people comfortable, so we said you can just join and chat. So that's where he is, everybody. Airtone.
right on.
Yeah, along those lines, I'm not like super thrilled to be on camera either. One of the things I love about ccMixter is that we keep it all about the music. Just my opinion about what's happened to music, because it's become so visual with all of the music videos and YouTube videos and graphics, is that, just in my opinion, it uses a different part of your brain. I guess that's not my opinion. Listening alone uses a different part of your brain than listening and watching. And I think there's something extremely valuable about just listening. Back in the day, I'm sure how old I am, but we'd have listening parties. A new album would come out, we'd hang out together and just put the audio on, put the lights down, light a candle, and listen, to the Who's Tommy, or the latest record from the Rolling Stones. So I love that about ccMixter, that we've really made it much more of an audio experience. So us showing on camera here is kind of uncomfortable for all of us. We're doing it because Matt said we should. I love you, Matt.
And I'm not appearing on camera, so that shows you how much I follow my own advice.
Yeah, I know, right? What's up with that?
I don't know. I guess I just don't have a webcam set up here. It's probably just be another thing to try to wrangle during a live stream. Oh, we got a question about YouTube. Is there a way to claim your own content to protect it before it's published on YouTube?
Oh, Apoxode, my friend.
Oh dear.
You have touched on one of the critical crux points that we are trying to deal with. And this is in the next, so there are a lot of things in the pipeline. I'm the worst at idioms. Coming up, so we're starting with the new logo, we're working on the new design, and we're working on some new components, shall I say, that will help us keep our music identified and yet open, because it's very tricky right now. What's happened is people are illegally claiming to own our music under Creative Commons license that is open, so it's keeping it not open, and it's a very big challenge for everybody in the industry right now. Just know a lot of people are working on it, and our community is definitely going to be part of that conversation. And wait, Martin, you're in Australia? Airtone?
Hey,
What?
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
What are you doing in
I know-
Australia?
I know you live in UK. Are you on vacation? So Chef, I know he let's see, he wanted me to play the harmonium, but yeah, of course, Apoxo. I don't know if I'm really filling up for that. I think let's go to Jason's segment, and I'll see if I can come up with something for that. So.
All right, yeah, you stew on that. We got Spinningmerkaba in the house. He's gonna tell us a few more things about Airtone that he's researched recently. Jason, welcome to the live stream.
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me?
Hear you loud and clear.
All right. Yeah. Wow. I'm just so excited to be a part of this. And really was a lot of fun being able to get to know Martin a little bit more by sending him some questions about like his process, how he made the logos, how he joined ccMixter, all of those things. And it's I posted the interview in the forums. I'm gonna throw it up in the, I just threw it up in the chat right now.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's a really good read. Martin is amazing. One of the interesting things that I really like about ccMixter is obviously, you know, the conversation, which is kind of what he highlighted in the interview, is the connectivity. At the very end of the interview, he quotes Brian Eno, and it's about how music is a trigger for experience, and that kind of sediment threads through the whole interview. So take the opportunity to read that when you get the chance.
Yeah, I did read that, and I saw that quote, and you know what? It did not surprise me to hear Airtone quoting Brian Eno, who's like, I don't
Right?
know how many people know of Brian Eno, but he was a classic sort of ambient electro artist from 80s, 90s, and all the way up and through until today. And yeah, that sort of family resemblance with Airtone's work is quite striking. And yeah, the quote from Brian Eno that he had said, "Stop thinking about artworks as objects and start thinking about them as triggers for experiences. What makes a work of art good for you is not something that's already inside it, but something that happens inside you."
Yeah.
Which, yeah, that sort of experiential approach to sonic space, I think Airtone and Brian Eno both have that in common.
Yeah, and then also like he carries that. Martin, I know you're listening to this because you're here, so I just wanted to say really enjoyed the answers that you wrote out, and how you explained the creation of the logo and what it means to you, like the symbols and what they mean, was also really inspiring and revealing at the same time. So really super appreciate that. and then also finding out a little bit of the history of how you came to the site and the gear that you use, and how, you know, I've always really been interested in people's origin stories, like how did you get to ccMixter, because they're usually quite interesting. And there's some similarities of, I think the reason why we're all mixters is that we were kind of drawn to this collaborative space where we could freely share. And it's kind of outside the box to a lot of the paradigm that's been, again, what Airtone kind of talks about in his interview about how the commercialization of music. And, you know, that's just such a huge topic. But generally speaking, I think most mixers are come to the space because they want to share and they want to create and they want to experience with other people. And so that was really, really cool to read that. And then I guess that kind of tees up the mix that I picked from you, Martin, was your very first mix. It's called To Corazón, I think. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, right there. So I think that's kind of a good way to say this is where it all began for Martin.
Yeah, there's a
Back in 2007.
Yeah, this is going way back, and Martin goes back
Yeah.
as far as pretty much anyone. But yeah, definitely read that interview questions section, because he talks about joining a couple different sort of sharing, remixing communities before coming to ccMixter. So he's got a really good take as someone who's been around the free culture block like for a long time and saw a couple different sites that did it the wrong way, and he finally like found us, you know, his true home. So let's hear what he did when he found us.
Yeah. Let's and the cool thing about this is that that you can hear the continuity in Airtone's sound. So yeah, enjoy.
corazón no existe, lo inventé yo para sentirte cerca, poder oír mi nombre en tu voz.
Wow, what a great pick.
Yeah, right?
It's so delicate.
It
I-
is.
That person, SilviaO, the singer, looked like super active from like 2006 to 2010. She's been remixed 200 something times, so I've probably heard her voice before, but I was just not familiar with her. What a great match of that voice with Airtone's like gorgeous
Yeah, Airtone,
minimalism, you know?
he just has like a recognizable, distinctive sound that every time I hear a mix, I'm like, that's Airtone.
Yeah.
I can hear it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's truly
Nice work, Martin.
impressive body of work. I mean, honestly.
Yeah,
We
totally.
If
So, hey, I would like to screen share something.
Please do.
If that's cool. So one of the things that Martin did, just to kind of, let me share myself. He created, if you read the interview that Spinningmerkaba did with Airtone, he talks about how many different iterations of the logo we went through. This is just a highlight reel only. He probably created 30 more. And so this was an ongoing collaborative process, creating the new logo together. And so here's just kind of a highlight of some of them that you can see. So I thought I would just share that with all y'all. Thank you, Martin. So grateful. So I think we're down to the end. Did we have one other song we're gonna do right on the the favicon? Yeah.
Yeah,
I noticed-
I did put the new favicon in place in my main workstation, and the new one is appearing on the little tabs. So it's there, but I think browsers do hang on to old cached favicons for like ever sometimes. I don't know if there's a specific way you can clear it out for your browser, but
Yeah, one of the things that so yesterday, because we have our technical geniuses here in the room, Q3 and mwic, not me. Yesterday when we were updating the images on the home page, mwic had done it, and they weren't changing for me, and I had to do a hard cache refresh.
hard refresh, yeah.
Hard refresh. Thank you. Can you give some of our listeners that, like?
Oh yeah,
I didn't know how to do it.
I've always just, when I need something updated, I do Control Shift R That works for me. If a Mac keyboard will often be Command Shift R, I believe. A Mac person in the chat can correct me, but I think Chef says Shift F5 on Windows also works. So yeah, if you see any old stuff with that CC trademark in it, try that first, and then put something in the forums about it after.
Yes, so Airtone was saying we could put this image in the forums, and yes, we will do that. I meant to do that. Sorry about that.
Oh
We
yeah,
will.
cool
We'll
idea.
add it.
Yeah, thanks, Airtone.
So did we get any other questions before we close up? We were trying to keep this to an hour. We've done, considering we didn't really rehearse this and we have no idea what we're doing, we did okay.
It worked. It worked.
And just thanks so much, Matt.
Yeah, we rocked it.
Thank you, Sasha. Matt's 15-year-old
yeah, really good job.
15-year-old son is the one sending everything to OBS. So thank you, Sasha. So we're gonna close out. Did you have anything more, Matt? Sarah,
No,
any-
I do think everyone who's watching, if you haven't liked this video yet, shame on you. Look at that, 7 likes with 17 people watching. Come on, guys, really. There's a little thumb. Just push it. You
Oh
know
my
you want
gosh,
to.
I haven't even done it.
Oh, I don't think I've
I
done it.
feel so bad.
Can I do it? I'm the one who has. Oh, there we go.
Dare you?
There we go. 8,
Hello.
9. We got the 9.
Okay.
But so there's that. Of course, you should be subscribed. Probably you all are, but definitely go to Patreon. You know, all the usual stuff.
Thank you,
gonna
Aunt.
call you out. We've got yeah, one more, I guess, Airtone track to listen to, just kind of to play us out here. It's is that right? Is it metalHeads? Is that the one we were gonna do?
Is that the Love Shadow editorial pick?
Yes. Yeah, from back in 2009.
Yeah. Also, Martin brought that up in the interview about how Love Shadow, I think his ed pick was from Love Shadow.
Oh, this is probably it. No, this was 2009. He probably got ed picked before this, but here's another Love Shadow ed pick of Airtone. It's
No,
called-
I think he like went a little bit of a period of time between mixes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right. Anyone else want to chime in before we play this last track? Kara? Susan?
Yeah, I'll do a quick thank you to Sacjo22 for increasing your pledge on Patreon, and also thank you to Apoxode for joining. Thank
Right.
you.
Awesome.
That's all I got.
Cool. And we did get our 16 likes, so good.
Woo!
All right. Sasha, go ahead and lay it on him. This is metalHeads by Airtone.
Brittle and broken, these are the tokens of living in modern society. Black and beaten, these are the reasons that the only things you just are your own 2 feet. So you run and you run and you run and you never seem to make it. Your shirt is ripped up and your grades really suck, and you'll never ever get anywhere in this life. And you sit in your car with the front door ajar, and you never put your pedal to the pedal to the metal. Leave this shithole. These aren't all the people that will get you and feel you for being free. Do it, go on, ties that bind are too strong, and you can't leave your mom and dad on the street. So you think and you think and you think and you never seem to do it. Your shirt is ripped up and your grades really suck, and you'll never ever get anywhere. This life as you sit in your car with the front door ajar, and you'll never put the pedal to the pedal to the metal. You think about driving, and you think about flying over these roads. Do you think about climbing up? You're dreaming of running and running and running and never coming home. Your shirt is ripped up and your grades really suck, and you'll never seem to get anywhere in this life. And you sit in your car with the front door ajar, and you never put the pedal to the metal. Your shirt is ripped up and your grades really suck, and you'll never ever get anywhere. As you sit in your car with the front door ajar, and you'll never put your pedal to the metal.
Very cool. All right.
I remember my first ed pick.
Oh yeah.
What was it?
It was Babylon. Babylon Bring Me remember that Babylon track?
Yeah, it's great.
And I think it was Four Stones who ed picked it.
Victor. Let's
Yeah,
just take a
Victor.
moment for Victor.
Victor.
because we
Yeah,
wouldn't
Victor.
be here without Victor. Four Stones, he was the foundation, and we continue to build off of that foundation that was so solidly constructed.
Hmm.
It's incredible. Every time we go in and discover some new thing in the code, we're like, oh, Victor thought of everything. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's quite impressive. I haven't had quite a bit of experience now digging into it and trying to refactor and tweak things and stuff. It's impressive how much we've found was already planned out.
So I think
Mac Tonight looks like a new name in the chat. I'm not sure who that is.
It is Darkroom.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
Darkroom.
yeah.
Cool. Well, we are at an hour in, everybody.
wait, Kung Fu Fritters, Joel. Okay, so you tried to like it and it went down? What the heck? Any last questions about one of the things that's very, very important for our community is that we're a democratic community, and your admins, we're here in roles of service and to help keep the community going in ways that supports everyone. Is that grammatically correct? The ways that support everyone? I'm not sure, but that's why we're here. So if you have any questions about anything about what's happening next, first of all, we're going to always do things like this to make sure you're informed and your feedback. And there's some things like when there's a legal matter, like a negotiation with CC, we had to do that in a privacy kind of confidentiality requirement that they outlined. So that's why we're giving all this to you now. But moving forward, we're going to try to really just make all of the, everything that we can, make you all a part of it.